wild 11 years. Let's see. We finally got True Master. Yeah. So, things I wish I knew. We're gonna speed through. Mott, best place to get argon crystals. You're gonna need a ton of them. The argon crystals will disappear from your inventory, so you're constantly gonna be farming those. It's on the void. Let's see, Sedna, Hydron. This is the fastest place to level Warframes. Alternatively, you can do uh, SO because you can take an unranked Warframe into Sanctuary Onslaught. However, Elite Sanctuary Onslaught is where you go to when you have a maxed Warframe and you want to max all of your weapons. This is the fastest way to max weapons in the game. Um, let's see. Also on Sedna, Vadyanoi. You need judgment points for this, but this is the best place to get endo. If you put together a little farming squad, you go to the recruit channel. That's the way you do it. Let's see. What else? What else? Franken weapons. Franken weapons such as the Cyber right here, which I still don't have. I have a Magus Star, as you can see, that builds into the Cyber. Um, when I started playing, we called these Franken weapons. I don't know what, you know, new gen calls them, but it's basically weapons that build into other weapons. So a good example would be like an AK Bolto or an AK Bronco. You need two Broncos to build the AK Bronco. So hang on to those weapons and make sure that you max those weapons before you go and get rid of them and have to get them again uh, to get MR, because that's how it works. Let's see, what else? Helmeth is really, really nice. Didn't have that a long time ago. Argon crystals are nice, but they're kind of unnecessary. It's only for pushing super specific endgame content. As you can see, I'm still a Boltor player. I just went with the Telos because it does way more damage than the original Bolter Prime. But I remember hunting the Lefens boss with a Bolter Prime and getting hard out damaged by Mirage when she first came out by somebody who like went and bought Soma Prime and was using the Doppelganger augment. Um, yeah. So those are the main things I think I wish that I knew. Um, for relics to farm platinum, I pretty much do captures and exterminates. I'll do a little bit more on that later, as I've got some build videos I think that I'm gonna do. Uh, now that I feel like I definitely know enough about this game. Um, let's see. Uh, two other things. The standings. The syndicate mods are usually like 20 something plat. It's not really worth it to me to farm out all these syndicates. So I just went and, farmed relics and then bought the syndicate faction mods, whatever. Because it just takes more time. You could be doing Star Chart or doing something else. But I will say that the main ones like Diamos, the Chrysalisk, and like Necrolisk, Chrysalisk, and Fortuna and Cetus, those ones, those bounties, you're definitely gonna want to do. You don't have to do them like on a daily. Don't lose your mind, but you're definitely gonna want to do those because unlocking all the kit guns, the parts, I mean they're strong. They are a lot of them force slash proc, that kind of thing. Um, let's see, the Zols are obviously strong and force flash procs. Um, Amps, if you're gonna do Tridolons or 6x3s, I've done solo 6x3s on off meta picks. I do VS Volt as well. I've For those of you who do Eidolon hunts, you know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, disregard. Um, but yeah. Um, make sure that you're doing those bounties in particular. And then the very last thing, uh, the resource drones. These are super nice. Little extra way to get resources on planets. It's down here when you go into the navigation. And then the night wave, which I believe just switched. This is another way to get free stuff. You just do these missions. But the issue with this is the credits right here, the credit offerings that allow you to get these mods and some weapons. Right now, the Dark Dagger's in there, which I'll probably pick that up to be honest, because that's more mastery for me. But this is a good way to get Orkin reactors and Orkin catalysts. What I was going to say about this is the credits will actually disappear whenever the night wave switches because it's a different credit for each night wave. So keep that in mind. Um, this is a great way to get nitrin extract as well because honestly farming that's kind of annoying. Um, and another thing, if you go to the Deviri and you go to Steel Path, um, you can go to the circuit, and this is how you get all of your incarnans for somebody who was looking for that and didn't know. Um, but yeah, I guess I just spend most of my time in this game running relics or helping newer players. Um, Teaching them how to mod properly because the modding collection is super important. I have a ton of fun builds I want to make videos on and show how broken some of these things are. Um, but yeah, here's to finally being true master. Gonna emote one more time.